Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I trust that everybody is well and great, safe, healthy and coronavirus free. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, engage, tag a friend, refer a friend, and yeah, let's do the most. Okay, so today what I'm going to be talking about is compatibility, because it seems like relationships is the one dynamic that relates to almost all, if not most, human beings. Okay, so when I speak about compatibility, what I'm going to be referring to is basically how people fit into each other's lives, how people attract to one another, and how people are a match, like how matchy or how good a particular match is between two people. Okay, so if compatibility sounds like something that's simple, then why is it that some people still find themselves in relationships with people that they are not compatible with? And there are various reasons for this. I mean, for some cases, you might find that you're in a relationship where you feel like you're more compatible to the other, or the other is more compatible to you. Okay, and there might be various reasons for situations like that. Like, for instance, the bottom line is people go into relationships for different reasons, and not all of those reasons are healthy, are good, and will service the needs of both of the people in the relationship. So you might find that sometimes people go into relationships either to prove something to themselves, either to benefit the other or themselves in a particular way, to make them feel a particular way, to make them look good, or to carry out certain patterns of dysfunctionality. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys an example of the personality types between a relationship of people who might not necessarily be compatible, and that would basically be the relationship between someone who might identify as narcissistic and someone who might identify as dependent. Okay, so the reason why these two personality types might find themselves in relationships but also find that the relationship is not compatible or is not beneficial to both people that are in the relationship is because a narcissistic person needs somebody that will make them feel needed. So these are your people that want to feel like they are the top de la creams. They are good, they are noble, they are prestigious and stuff like that. And whereas dependent people need somebody that they need somebody that they can depend on for reassurance, for love, for companionship, for compliments and stuff like that. So just based on those examples of, like, by itself, I'm sure you guys are starting to pick up that a dependent person needs a narcissistic person to tell them what they are and who they are, and that they're doing well and that they're doing good, or whatever the case is. And a narcissistic person needs a dependent person to need them, so that they feel good about themselves, so that they feel proud and they feel like they're needed and stuff like that. Okay, so another example of what incompatibility may look like is that, for instance, if you find yourself in a relationship where you feel like you are satisfying the other person's needs, where you feel like you tick all of their boxes, where you feel like you're servicing them and you see that they're happy and they're fulfilled in the relationship, but the same is not reciprocated to you. So you may find that you're perfect for the other, but the same is not for you. Like, the same is not, like, vice versa. I hope that makes sense. And there's various reasons as well for why people might find themselves in situations like that, and I think one of the most important things to be mindful of is that before you look for a compatible partner, or before you find your compatible partner, you really just have to find yourself first, because you cannot find something in somebody else if you don't know it within yourself. So you need to know who you are, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what are some of the words that describe you the best, what are your insecurities, what are your toxic traits, what are your dysfunctional patterns, so that when you go out there and you find somebody else, you actually find someone that will complement you and that will make you want to become a better person for yourself and for the relationship. Okay, And it's also important to note that, you know, sometimes we go into relationships thinking that you're wanting to find a compatible significant other, and not actually realizing that you're going into this relationship with a mask or with a facade, because as people, those are our protective factors. Those are the things that, our armors are the things that protect us from being hurt by other people or being hurt by the environment or the world around us. So you might find that if you're going out there and looking for a compatible partner in your armor, in your mask, you'll find someone that's attracted to your armor and that's attracted to your mask, rather than someone that's actually attracted to who you are outside the mask. Because people in relationships want to be open, they want to be vulnerable, they want to be genuine. So you're not always going to want to have your mask on, okay? So it's a catch-22 type of thing, because when you're looking for somebody to spend the rest of your life with, or when you're looking for somebody that you're going to be compatible with, you also have to be mindful that it will require a certain level of openness, a certain level of vulnerability, a certain level of genuineness from your side as well. You know, you can't be looking for a compatible partner if you're still going to be selfish, if you're still going to have your guards up and so forth. Because what's important as well is that just because two people are compatible in a relationship doesn't mean that that relationship is going to be easy and it's going to be perfect and that everything is just going to gel and work together perfectly. I mean, it's still going to require the work. It's still going to require the compromise. It's still going to require communication. It's still going to require, you know, you to step into the other person's world and for them to do the same for yours. I mean, if my partner enjoys watching soccer for 8 hours a day, one Saturday a month, and I enjoy being outdoors or hiking every Saturday morning, I am going to have to be able to step into his world and also compromise watching a soccer match at least once a month for that 8-hour period, so that he can feel that, okay, you know what, I know that Ngobile is not comfortable with doing this, but I can see that her level of compromising or her level of giving is actually encouraging her to step into my world in this way, and vice versa as well, you know. Because at the end of the day, compatible, functional relationships are just two people with their own stories, with their own journeys, and with their own differences that come together and make the conscious decision to be better people for themselves, for the next person, and in turn to make a good and healthy relationship. So I really hope that this helped some of you guys, again, to just make better choices of the people that you associate with. And to also just be honest with yourselves as well, because I mean, you're not always ready for your compatible partner. You're not always ready to find someone to spend the rest of your life with, you know. Let's not be two-faced about it, you know. If you're ready to find a partner, if you're ready to be in a serious relationship, you are, and if you're not, you're not, and that's okay. If you're dating around, date around, but when you're looking for a compatible partner, put in the work within yourself first, okay? So yeah, that's it from me for today. I really hope that most of you guys, if not all of you guys, will benefit from this video. Again, if you're in a relationship looking to get into one, or know of someone who's in one, or if you're eyeing someone, if you want to shoot your shot with someone, just slide this video into their DMs and let it do the work. Okay. Yeah, man, so I hope you guys are just gonna be great. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys next week Friday. Please don't ask like funky questions. Please don't ask funky questions.
Natural hair or weave?
Natural hair.
Why?
Because it makes me look younger. I feel like when I have my hair like this, I look like a hot 18-year-old, and I'm good with that life.
So how
That's
old
right.
are you?
I'm young enough.
When was the first time we actually started honestly looking at compatibility and seeing what it means?
Last year. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how, just last year, full stop. Okay, I'll probably do a video about like the why and the hows like later on, because it did say that this is also going to touch a bit about my personal experiences. So I will share my love life journey with you guys eventually. I promise. What else?
What do you think is the biggest hindrance with regards to young people and relationships, with them finding compatible partners or not knowing what they're looking for?
Lack of honesty. People are scared of themselves. People are scared of the mirrors. I always say it always starts with you. I think somebody commented on my previous video and they said that I'm telling them their ndabas, which basically means that I'm revealing them to themselves. And I will not stop that. I will not stop telling people that, unless if you're scared. If you're still gonna be scared of yourself, then you know, like, it's gonna be hard for you to find somebody, because
have you always been
that.
like this? Since
Like,
you're talking
like
this?
what?
Have you always?
No,
have you always
no, I
done
haven't.
this?
I haven't. I always say, I went through my own personal journey of discovering who I am, what I want in life, and that's changed as well depending on what season I'm in life. That's always changed. So what I want, or what I thought I wanted this time last year, okay, this time 2 years ago, is not the same with what I want now, you know. So you're constantly discovering yourself, you're constantly checking in with yourself, you're constantly just reevaluating yourself, the choices that you've made and the people that you have in your life, and, you know, just constantly fine-tuning ourselves. I mean, you're never a finished product.
Last question. What is your biggest push to actually look in the mirror and face who you are? Like you're saying that people are scared to do so, but what was your push? What was your breaking point, and what is that tipping point for you to do that?
Somebody made me aware of my own patterns of dysfunctionality, and ever since then I've never stopped looking at the mirror, because I just became aware of some of the stuff that I did, or some of the responsibility that I had in some of the bad places or bad choices that I made in my life. And I promised myself that I don't want to ever find myself in the same bad situation twice. So I'm constantly checking myself out if I can, and also have people around me that check me out as well. You know, I have friends that will set me straight, like they'll tell me what it is. So yeah.
Can you have a famous dance?
Nope. Y'all don't deserve it today. I'm joking.